So what we need to do is we need to get you out there. And I'll talk about how you can do this for a small business as you can in scenario 2, a larger business. And this could be now you as you have progressed from school in those earlier years into maybe a larger dentistry in this example. And perhaps you even have offices east and west, or expanded out in several regions in Los Angeles. Well, now you have a different problem, perhaps, right? Now the overhead is what's really killing you. Plus internal procedures, lawsuits. This all of a sudden got more complex. It got more competitive as well now, because you're in marketplaces where people really compete, right? So the word of mouth still works. You want those referrals. That needs to be an ongoing effort. But now you need to expand perhaps your offline campaigns, right? And how do you do it all? Well, again, you need a plan. You need good strategies and tactics that you can apply. But what is the best way to serve this model? Well, what I'm about to describe for you are the 10 secrets, and a lot more after that actually, but those 10 secrets will really help you get established to really compete quite well in any of these marketplaces, in any of these scenarios. But of course, it will be easier to rank, to show up in search engines in scenario 1, which is that smaller marketplace. Now, this is your new world, and we're going to take care of you here. So before we start, I want to continue by talking about some words that we use. And it's not all, but these are certainly key terms that you'll hear come up again and again. And I think it's useful for you to understand what they mean. SEO, search engine optimization. Interesting. It's not actually optimizing search engines. It's optimizing web pages. And so what you do there is to make sure that it's search engine friendly, that the spiders and the robots can find you, the bots. But you want to make sure that you have engaging content, that both your HTML, meaning the code behind the scenes, as well as the things you do see, are quite friendly to users and search engines. Queries, pretty simple. Searches, right? If I query or search for you, are you found? On-page factors. I talked a little bit about that just a minute ago. That's your code. That's your content. So text, simply text. I mean, search engines read text, not images, not videos, not flash. They read the text. And so it's the text that you see plus the code behind the scenes, and that is actually what renders your site. That is what displays your site, and that's called HTML, right? XHTML is the extended version of that. But listen, you don't have to worry about these technical aspects too much. And in this course, we're going to cover the tactics that actually help you bring in more leads. Off-page factors, incoming links, referrals, references, reviews, citations. You'll hear a number of different terms for this during the webinar, but just suffice it to know that those are important factors for ranking and for trust and authority building. Users, visitors, prospects, pretty straightforward. Real-time search. Well, you probably have searched, if you had searched for any of the recent global events in Google, you'll see real-time search. Twitter is embedded in those results, and it's a partnership that Google set up with Twitter to allow those real-time searches to happen. Now, why is this important? Well, you can actually set up real-time search for your own local office if you wanted to, and there's some ways to do it without a massive, workload. Link citations, mention that. Reviews, references. You hear the word citation in this local SEO, local search game, because they are references and citations from local directories, from specific directories that work in your marketplace, from data aggregators, etc. And you'll see how we build these out during this webinar, or rather, where you should get those from in this webinar. LBL, local business listing. That's going to basically be referred to quite often here. It is the listing itself. It's the descriptions and the profile, everything that goes into, basically your profile. Let's call it that. Universal search, blended search. You'll hear that. And this is common now. This has been out there for a while, but universal search, very powerful. Pictures, videos, news, books, products, everything blended into the search results. This is actually quite an opportunity for you. We're not going to cover that in this webinar today, but send me questions on it if you have it. Location-based search, cell phones, big deal. In fact, The VP of Products Local at Google, Marissa Mayer, stated just, I think, 2-3 weeks ago only, that over the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, the Google Maps rendering, meaning how many times the maps were shown, actually bypassed desktop. So people on cell phones out there during the holidays who are finding restaurants and pizza places, local places from their cell phones, you want to make sure that you're there. You want to make sure that you're found, but also there's a number of other opportunities I'm going to share with you here in a second, in a few minutes towards the end. But keep in mind, it's going to be very important to be part of that cell phone revolution, mobile, right? Mobile growth. Maps, Google Maps, that's local. You'll also hear references to local as, oh yeah, you mean Google Maps? Okay, I'm with you. Personalization. If you're logged in with a Gmail account, you won't see necessarily drastic results here, but if you're logged in with a Gmail account and you're building history and user patterns over time, certain searches, and certainly if you vote this up yourself because you have this personal account set up, you're going to see listings show up higher in the search engine results. And in fact, don't be confused by this, because if you're logged in and you're looking for yourself, you may be clapping your hands the day you see that, hey, I'm number 1 or number 2, only to find out, oh, yeah, I'm not, because I'm logged into Gmail and there's a personalization factor going on. Ranking, pretty straightforward, but position within local search results. So hope this helps you, gives you a sense of kind of the terms we use and what I use. Plus, if you use them and think about these, you'll sound a bit like a search marketer yourself, right?